Up there where you can see the antenna is the pass. So I'm not an expert on meteorology or geology, but I think if the rain is on this side of the mountain, there should be none on the other. My choke is still broken, so we'll have to ride a bit quickly until the engine is hot. It was very cold last night. Not below zero, but cold. And we're already almost out of the rain. Well, it's gonna catch up with us, I think. So let's go. Yeah, so I wanted to go to the yak cheese factory, but that would have been another 50 minutes driving into the rain, going in there, buying cheese, and obviously driving back out of the rain. And sorry to say, I skipped it. Yes, getting more firewood, always good. I did MacGyver fix my clutch cable just now, before the rain came. So I hope we can do the whole 17 kilometers without it jumping out, and if that works, I'm fairly confident we can do the 25 kilometers, 1 hour to the border. Let's see. Cleaning your bike, I don't know. You can do it, but then there's some rain coming and the road looks like this, and you're like, why did I spend the time and effort, you know? I think I'd much rather just call it adventure patina. Ooh, I'm having to. Hey. So, great motorcycling trick. Don't fall down here, alright? If you see places like this, just don't fall down. It's that easy. Ooh, beautiful. But I should look at the road, you know. That's not as slippery as it looks. Who is putting their logs on the road? Beautiful. Acha. Ooh. I should look on the road, not down there. Wait a second. Where's my phone? No, right. This is where we need to go. I remember. Oh, that's right. Yeah, so going down here slower, it's not really gonna make the bumps better. I think actually going even faster would be better, but I don't know enough about this whole adventure business. If this only works if you're like a pro, like Pro Terrace, who doesn't have a fuck ton of luggage with him, or if it works for everybody. And obviously I'm not skilled enough to do that, right? Yeah, I remember this place. That is bumpy. But nothing, obviously, the Hornets and, oh well, the CRF, yeah, for sure. But also the Pulsars can do. But then again, as I've mentioned before, I don't know how long a Pulsar survives that does this every day, how many years of service it has before it falls apart. Probably you find few 31-year-old Pulsars driving around here. So you're just doing fine, baby. Oh, the smell of wet, fresh pine forest. Yeah, the rain is there. You can see it. Way to Gatlang. So we don't want to go there. We're gonna take this road. Alright. And almost there. Ooh, he had the full-on Gorka knife. So, yeah, there's no rain on this side. That seems... Can I pass? Thank you. Let me think. If I remember correctly, we're gonna go down. Right? So yeah, we're gonna go down to this river you see down there. I don't know, man. I've been on a lot of roads like this. And the guy in Kathmandu was like, yeah, your brakes are fine. I'm like, okay, sure. If you say so. I mean, they feel fine, but I literally told him, whatever you can replace, replace it. And he was like, no. But yeah, unfortunately, the official Honda big bike workshop in Kathmandu, the boss man is a bit of a loser. Like, I have a new alternator, and I asked him to please exchange it with the old one, because the old one is the handmade one from Kolkata. And the guys in Kolkata told me, as soon as you can, put in an original one. And I told him, please take it out, here's the new one, right? Here's the new seal, everything, here's cables. And he was like, yes, this is where we're going. You see that? And so I come back, and he hands me back the new alternator, and I'm like, man, what's up? He's like, yeah, we measured everything, voltage is good, and so we didn't put it. And I'm like, yeah, that's not what I said. I didn't say, please check the voltage, and if it's off, put in the new alternator. I simply said, put in the new alternator. Same thing with the engine oil, I was like, I need 10W40. And he's like, no, we only have the original Honda 10W30 here. That's good for all Honda bikes. Which is A, lie. B, what he meant to say was, it's good for all Honda bikes that are sold in Nepal. Right? And I was like, okay, sure. Whatever. I can understand if you're an official Honda dealer, Honda workshop, and you don't want to use other engine oil. Maybe it's in your contract. I don't give a shit. So I'll go to the shop next door and buy more 10W40, alright? And I'll get it for you, and then you can do an oil change and put it in. And he was like, well, okay, if you put it that way, maybe we have some bottles that are lying around somewhere, and you have 1 liter with you as well, so, okay, we'll do the 10W40. Then I come back 2 days later, and he's like, we put 1 liter, your 10W40 in it, and 2 liters of 10W30. And I'm like, man, why are you like this? Obviously, he's a mechanic and he knows more about the shit like that, but he's never in his life seen the model of my motorcycle, right? So if I ask him to please put in 10W40. He might be a good mechanic, but he's not somebody who can think outside of the box, you know? Very frustrating. I did want to take a drone video somewhere, but I don't remember where. Here? Further down? I don't know. Da, 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 da. Looks cool, huh? With all the yellow grass, it somehow reminds me of some Scottish Highlands. Achha! I took off the left handle guard so I can more easily get to the clutch wire if it breaks again, if I need to take it out. And yesterday, obviously not being used to that, I drove past one of those thingies here, and it hurt, even with the gloves, you know, my fingers. I was like, oh yeah, that's why you have those hand guards. Very, very useful invention. So I'm trying not to do the same mistake again today. Let's see how quickly my brain can adapt to new circumstances, or, I don't know, what the psychologist would say, learn from pain. Brain, oh, this looks great, but somehow this digger is blocking my picture, you know, like my picture frame. Let's see. Maybe I can get a picture. Will this work? Let's try. Oh yeah, there's a rock. Give me that. Careful. Oi. Yeah, it's not perfect, but I mean, who parks his digger next to the stupas? Won't anybody think of the tourist? You know? Shit. Wait. But no step. Okay, okay. Maybe he was thinking of the tourist. Oh, very nice. Oh, altitude. Maybe that's the reason why I don't like hiking. Oh, there's a... Why go the easy way? So yeah, I'm not sure how the stupas work. If there's like a dead guy inside, or if this is just for general holiness of the area, you know, like a chapel or some cross somewhere in the field. Looks nice. Yeah, we're going down there to not the blue house, I think the one next to it, for lunch, and then it's 1 hour this way along the river to the border. So we have a couple of bendy bends to go. You want to see them? Should I take a drone video? What time is it? It's only 12. Will it look good? Will it crash into the rock? The bike is leaning a lot. It's holding. Yeah, and I don't even know if the drone video will be nice, you know. If I'm creeping downhill, like, I don't know, something that goes downhill slowly. Use your own metaphors. I take that. Oh yeah. Rocks and more rocks. So yeah, don't fall down here. If you can avoid it. If you can't, it's better if only the bike falls. Then you can still fly home. And if you have it on video, I think your local automobile club will also accept it as evidence that you didn't sell your bike illegally, you know, that it's gone. So, better jump off in the last moment. Not in the last moment, in the best moment. What are you warning me of exactly? Like, it's going to be steep? Is it going to be rocky? Will I die if I fall off the road? Is it everything? Is it just like general purpose warning? Who knows? Yeah. Da, 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 da. Yeah, after all the rain, I mean, it's still cloudy. You can't see the snowy peaks behind that, yeah? The Himalayas are behind that. Still, the weather, the view is so much clearer today. Yesterday, this was all very hazy. As you might have noticed, there's not an insane amount of traffic here. Engine is staying nice and cool. Carburetor seems to be fine. RPM is good. To be fair, did I did have a very late morning this morning, and I only started the bike after it had been standing in the sun for an hour or two. So I'm not sure how badly the broken choke will kill me when we're on 4,000 meters and it's cold all night, maybe freezing, and I have to start in the morning. But if we're in the mountains, I think I can just try and park the bike on a slope and do a rolling start. I'll have to check if that is only the solution for the battery, or if that only works, if that also works if it's too cold. So there's a lot of bends. The altitude difference between down here and up there is. Somebody yesterday told me it's like 700 meters. I think when I googled it, it was like 400, 500. But I will trust the local trekking guide, I guess, and not some homepage. Big rocks. Yeah, that was more fun going up. Can basically just floor it without any negative effects. Going down, you have to be a bit more careful because on surfaces like this, accelerating is easier than braking. Surprise, surprise. I hope you're enjoying the views. I have to look on the road for big stones, so be my guest for especially big stones, not any kind of, you know what I mean. Ooh, this up there also looks like a nice town. Really? Danger of landslides? I would have never guessed. Okay, so drone shots are definitely out of the question with this wind. Would be cool. Maybe a quick one. Like just like yeah, why not? Why not? Just a couple minutes. It's early. I only have 1 hour to drive. Nice. So yeah, we're gonna go down all of those as well. I'm not sure. I think I hit the chicken there yesterday. We'll see if the lady tries and stops me if she's outside. Fucking chicken, you know? They're like on the side of the road, and then they hear me coming, and so they start running, and I slow down, and still at the very last second, just as I get close to them, they're like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna cross." Normally they make it. Normally I don't hit any chickens, but she was like pointing at me and shouting or whatever, so I'm not sure if I did. Ooh, it is windy. I don't know if the drone will like that. There's a motorcycle down there. Is that Max? Let me check. I mean, this is a highly sophisticated toy, so please work. 9 satellites. Put it in here. Go here.
Namyo Renge Kyo, 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 Namyo Namyo Renge Kyo, Namyo Renge Kyo. Nam-myoho Renge-kyo, 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 Nam-myoho Renge-kyo.
So that's how you take a video of yourself with a drone. The more you know. And we're back in civilization. Oh yeah, this is where I ran over the chickens. But she's not here. One of them were the small black ones. And I'm not sure if I did. Not saying I'm a criminal. And then it would be even doubtful if, if you let your chickens graze, that's not the right word, roam around on the street, I mean, whose fault is it really? Sure, there's not a lot of traffic here, but it's still a road, to another village. Stay away. Some of those old Nepali grandmas, they have some amazing hand woven. I don't know what the word is. Hand made sweaters, sweater vests, cardigans. Very cool. But my luggage is full. So I don't have any room to buy any. And we're back in town. This is the road to the Chinese border. So I hope you enjoy the